Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Caitlin from Florals.com and I'm back with my Falling Back to Basics series. Today I'm doing another stack design layout. If you guys have not seen my go-to design video, check it out, linked down below. And I'm also using my How to Kill a Kit with Style October kit. And if you have not seen that, I'll have that playlist linked down below so you can see all the wonderful things in my kit and what I've made with it so far this month. But today I have these beautiful 3 photos, which if you do not know are from the Flower and Garden Festival that is hosted in Disney World, specifically in Epcot every year. And I have some pictures of the topiaries that they do. Now these are only some of my photos. I figured that these 3 are some of my favorite, so I might do a pocket page that coordinates with this to include the rest of the photos. But here pictured are Peter Pan, Figment, and then Beauty and the Beast. And if you guys have been before, you know that they'll change out the topiaries every year to be a little bit different in different spots, and they do different characters sometimes, so it's really fun. And I thought this kit would be perfect for this topic. Speaking of flowers and stuff, the spring market collection that I pulled for this kit will be great for that. And there's lots of floral stickers to be had in the Maggie Holmes collection, so I really think it's going to work out well. Now, if you guys remember in the last process video I posted, I said this one would use one of the beautiful handmade DIY embellishment clusters that I made in my previous tutorial video, and if you haven't seen that yet, I'll have that linked down below as well. But I am going to use one, and I'm really excited to share with you guys how I incorporate it into this layout. Here I'm just grabbing some pink washi tape. It had been a while since I'd used washi tape on a layout, so I figured I should pull some out. This baby pink one is just from Joann's, and my background paper is not from the Spring Market collection. I believe this is the Heidi Swapp paper. Oh no, it's not Heidi Swapp. Which one was this? I'm not 100% sure because I already cut off the border there, but this could be Pink Fresh Studio. I had some of that in there as well. So I'm going to do the washi tape strips to border in my photos, and I also have that beautiful floral paper that I've used on, I think, 4 or 5 layouts now, but I really, really love it, and I really love how it's turning out. And there's that beautiful embellishment cluster. If you guys guessed right, let me know in the comments down below, but I used the From the Heart embellishment cluster. Now the reason I used this one was because 1, I really liked the bird, and 2, the flowers just really helped bring in that pink that I wanted from the rest of the elements in the layout. So if you guys have not seen the embellishment cluster video, I will have it linked down below in case you guys have missed it. And that's a real-time process video, which is really fun. Now, since this is an embellishment cluster, and it doesn't exactly match everything that's on the layout, I'm going to incorporate other things to make it sort of fit. The first thing I grab is that tag or label from the Maggie Holmes Carousel line, which is a darker, brighter peachy pink, which helps match the papers a little bit better and the sticker book a little bit better that I'll be using as some of my embellishment clusters on this page. So I grabbed that. That will be put underneath the label already on the embellishment cluster. And the embellishment cluster is going to sit right where I had it in the bottom left of that left photo. And while this is a stack design, I did switch it up a tiny bit from my previous stack design examples. This one is going to have an embellishment cluster in the bottom left and one in the top right, like I mentioned. I tend to do 2 embellishment clusters versus 3 on these types of layouts, only because I want the photos to shine, not necessarily the product. And I tend to like larger embellishment clusters versus smaller ones. So this is how I managed to fit them all on a layout, is by only doing 2 instead of 3. And here I grab a little bit of yellow washi tape. I wanted another pop of color. There is some yellows in the photos, and I thought bringing in the washi tape would be a great idea. Here I only put half a strip at the top right, only because I wanted to, I wanted to build a cluster up here, and I already knew that since I had this embellishment cluster picked out for the bottom. As I go through the rest of my kit, I'm looking at the puffy stickers, I'm looking at the sticker book, the die cuts, all of those things. I really, really adore these puffy stickers from Maggie Holmes. I pull in one that has a dark teal in it, which again pulls out the colors in the photos to that embellishment cluster. I'm grabbing a word sticker from the Spring Market 12x12 sticker book, or sticker sheet rather, and putting that in the cluster. I grab a paper clip and I put that in the cluster. This cluster is massive, and I would have never made anything this complicated before putting it on a layout, but now that it's on the layout and I can see how well it works with the photos, I'm tempted to add more things, which is fine. It's totally up to you and your style. I recommend starting with simple clusters before you go into fancy clusters. And sorry for the camera going in and out. It tends to do that when there's metallics on the screen, which there are in this sticker book. as you can tell there. So I do pull out a couple of those metallic pieces, gold heart, a gold ribboned tag or label. I guess that's a tag though. And I'm going to start building out the cluster up here. Now I have plans for a title already. I'm not sure of the font or anything, but I am excited to try it out. And guys, I finally got to use one of these precious, precious little bunny stickers. I just think it looks so cute. And when you think of flowers and you think of garden, you think of bunnies. And I just think it is so precious. And I like that the design of the bunny is sort of like an illustration from an old storybook, which sort of matches the illustration from the bird. And it just brings in more contrast, which I think is needed on this layout. And another pop of yellow. Again, I brought in that washi tape. I want to make sure I keep bringing in that yellow to emphasize that's in the color scheme here. But I'm just so excited with how this cluster turned out in the bottom left. It's very complicated, I will say that, and I don't normally do things that are that complicated, but I'm going to start gluing all the layers together that are left. And I have that paper clip and the puffy sticker and the bunny. It just all came together so well. And while I do think it's a lot, and I don't normally do that, I think it still works really well for this layout because of the mood and feel, because of the color scheme. It just worked out really well. And I do add extra adhesive on a majority of my sticker book stickers since they are such thin paper. You also don't want to add too much because it could seep through, but it did need a little bit of something, so I decided to add some more liquid adhesive on there. Another puffy sticker with another pop of yellow. Guys, you'll see in the close-ups, but I really, really, really love how this turned out. And you can also see more close-up photos over on my Instagram if you guys are interested in learning more about this layout. Let me know if you guys have ever been to the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. Sorry, I'm thinking about Food and Wine, which is happening right now. But it's really, really fun and really interesting to see all the topiaries and all the fun things. This is the alphabet I ended up picking for my title. These are some gold glitter alphabets, and they have pink foam underneath them. And I've struggled using the glitter alphabets quite a bit, so I'm happy to find a spot to use them. The pink foam's hard to match up, and this pink matches pretty well. Not an exact match to the pinks I've used on this layout, but it works decently enough that it'll satisfy the pink need for up here at the top. So I just title this Topiaries. Again, I want to make a sister page to this that'll go on the other side. That will be, just a pocket page with some more of the photos of the different topiaries from the event to put into my album. But here is the title in place. And that's it for this layout, guys. Nothing more. It's quite busy as it is, but I really, really like having the white space at the bottom there to help the eye rest a bit. But here's the close-ups. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and check out the playlist down below so you guys don't miss out on any videos. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you'd like notifications on more of my videos. But thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!